Hey guys, some stupid sketcher guy here with another episode of Dinotube Achievements. Yes, it has been a while since I've made another one of these episodes, but I thought I might as well make another one reminiscing about the Dinotube community before it became this. And one of the things that I hold dear and is very nostalgic to me is the Dinosaur Story movies. And if you've been a fan of my channel for a long time, you'll remember that I did sort of cover these movies when I made the second episode of Dinotube Achievements, talking about Hoopsanddinoman.
Hoopsanddinoman. Now, you definitely don't know Hoopsanddinoman from his cat fights, but you probably know him from the series known as A Dinosaur Story.
But now I think it's time to talk about these movies in more detail, because I think they're worthy of their own achievement. And that's the main topic of this. Specifically, its sequel, Another Dinosaur Story, which, in my opinion, is the best Dinotube movie ever. Now, I do know more people have watched and prefer the original Dinosaur Story, as shown with these votes, but I prefer the sequel, because it's higher quality, in my opinion, has a better plot, as well as having better characters. The original was most certainly a very cheap, tongue-in-cheek kind of film. It was it was hard to describe. It was an ironic masterpiece. There were so many parts of that movie that were so bad, but yet also so charming and fun to watch, because it had just enough professionalism and enough unprofessionalism that it just kind of worked. But at the same time, it had some just flaws that in general you couldn't just laugh at. Like, the plot was ridiculous. It went in ridiculous directions, and overall, it changed from a Noah's Ark story to some story about the future, and the villain was kind of weak. I mean, you go to this ridiculous lengths over a stupid race. Like, yeah, Dilophosaurus wasn't that great of a villain. But the sequel improves on this. The camera quality's better, the editing's better, since they changed from Pinnacle Studio to Premiere Pro for this, and as well as that, the new characters that are added are all, in my opinion, some of the best characters in the whole movie series. There's Black Rat, who is very interesting, and I think it's a cool idea to have a mammal that is jealous of the dinosaurs, and thus wants to take out his revenge on them for having to live in hiding from them for so many years. So Black Rat was pretty interesting. Triceratops' history with Carcharodontosaurus was also quite nice. Hybrid was okay. And the new villains were slightly more justified, considering they were killer ghosts. But even then, they weren't the best. Black Rat steals the show. Black Rat is definitely one of the best characters, if not the best character, and Noasaurus is also interesting, having to go through an actual arc this time. In the other one, he was just the hero leader type, but here he actually has to redeem himself after starting this whole mess, and then eventually he becomes the one who saves it. Which, I think, is interesting and cool. It's just a improvement over the original in almost every single way. Camera quality, video editing, characters, etc. It's exactly what a sequel should be. And that's why I think Another Dinosaur Story is the best Dino movie ever. Then again, it doesn't really have much competition. Its only competition really was the original A Dinosaur Story and Theropod Chronicles, which they're both great Dinotube movies, but they're few and far between. Someday, though, I hope someone has the will and motivation to make another Dinotube movie that can rival A Dinosaur Story and Another Dinosaur Story. Someday, we'll hope. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Dinotube Achievements. Comment down what other Dinotube achievements I need to get off the list before I end this series. And see you guys next time.